Hi, I'm Congressman Mike Thompson. I'm your representative in Congress and an Army veteran. I served in Vietnam with the 173rd Airborne Brigade. Today on Veterans Day, we have a chance to pay tribute to our nation's veterans and to their families. Throughout our history, great men and women have chosen to serve our nation in the military. They left home, their families, and loved ones, and sacrificed to protect our nation, demonstrating the best our nation has to offer. We're in awe of their courage and their sacrifice. To our veterans here in our district and across our nation, thank you. To all the family members of veterans, thank you. We are forever in your debt. While Veterans Day is a federal holiday, thank you for recognizing that it is much more. For those in the service today, it's another day in uniform, maybe in harm's way, and often far from their family. For our veterans, it can be a reminder of the hardships of combat and the values that made them put on the uniform in the first place. For our military families, it can be a day of sadness and fear, wondering when their loved one will be home and be home safely. Today is a reminder of our duty to lighten the burden for our service members, their families, and our veterans. Earlier this year, I had the honor of serving as Vice Chairman of the Eisenhower Memorial Commission in Washington, D.C. I had a lot of time to think about the service of President Eisenhower, one of our nation's great veterans. In his second inaugural address, Eisenhower said, quote, "The building of such a peace is a bold and solemn purpose. To proclaim it is easy, to serve it will be hard, and to attain it, we must be aware of its full meaning and ready to pay its full price." Today, we remember those veterans who have paid the full price of building peace. We must all commit to working for our veterans to make sure they receive the benefits they earned. More than 9 million veterans enrolled in the VA healthcare system last year alone. Veterans need access to healthcare when they come home. That's why I am 100% opposed to the privatizing of the VA and sponsored a resolution last year in strong support of a fully funded and staffed Veterans Health Administration. Veterans who may have been exposed to Agent Orange or other toxins released by burn pits must have access to compensation and health care. That's why I sponsored the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act, which was signed into law last year. This bill ensures that those exposed to Agent Orange while serving in the territorial waters off the coast of Vietnam can be eligible for care. We also need to make sure veterans can get a job when they leave the service. That's why I co-sponsored legislation to help disabled veterans find employment opportunities. There were more than 900,000 VA education beneficiaries last year alone. Know that this is not the end of our work in Congress to serve our veterans. You have given a deep sacrifice for our nation, and we will do everything we can to serve you in return. Our service members, our veterans, put on the uniform in hopes that their children and grandchildren will never have to do the same. As we work to repay our debt of gratitude to them, we must also work for a world where no other man or woman must make such sacrifice. That means working for peace in order to fully honor the sacrifice of our veterans. As President John Kennedy said, and as every combat veteran knows, quote, "Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind," end quote. In his honor, in your honor, and in honor of all of our veterans, I remain committed to peace. We must live up to President Eisenhower and President Kennedy's call for peace. We have work left to do, but as we stand together today, we know there is a brighter future ahead. Thank you, and God bless America.